Okay. Think everything is working now. I apologize for that. Let me go back to my channel. Okay. Fingers crossed it works this time. Hello, Downly Lol. I apologize for that. I'm not sure what happened. My camera froze, and I went to go reset it, and then Streamlabs just crashed for no reason. Didn't even give me an error message. So that was interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna just continue where I left off. Billy's back. Honestly, my camera sucks. I know. I need a new one. But a good camera is like $100, and I just don't have $100 to spend on a camera right now. But yeah, I'm aware. I know it's got a focusing problem and can't exactly fix it because it sucks and it's cheap. But I'll be getting a new one as soon as I've got the money for one. I'm not sure what's going on downstairs. Someone is pounding on something down there. Apologize if you guys can hear that. But we're not gonna let it stop us. Yeah, this is just part 3 now. I'm pretty sure it split it in half, so I made it a part 3. Okay. Let's see here. So the picture that I'm looking at for reference does have this little walkway thing indoors. I think I should have made this shorter. That's what I should have done. I'm thinking, honestly, right there is probably fine. Doesn't need to be too tall, but I think I'm going to make it just one taller. And then have this be the middle piece. That should be fine. That way it doesn't bother people when these two beams here don't line up. Ellie, you're the best person. Hello, Manuel. Happy you could tune up for the stream. All right, now. Hello, Waffle Time. Thank you for the horny in the chat. It's Danka Wizard time. Yes, indeed. I'm almost thinking what I want to do for this bottom part right here is do something like that and then cover it in trapdoors for everything except for the windows. Maybe have one every 2 blocks. That works. Man, this coast guy's looking pretty fresh as well. Damn. Where'd he come from? Ooh. So I don't think I can do this anymore. Oh, no, I can. Nice. That's it. pleasant surprise. Thinking. Maybe something like that. And then I can just do some of those. Let me put the roof in there first, and then I'll see how it looks. Because I'm not super sold on that right now. Yeah, and I'm just doing the roof the same way that I've always done it. Nothing's changing. Okay, I do want, thinking there, and this is just gonna go straight into the side of the building. Here's how I am gonna be having to get rid of some of that. Bam, like that. Beeve always looking fresh and clean. Waffle Time always up here with the biggest dickus. Nothing I can do to stop him. Stop that man from being fresh and clean 24/7. My man's Downy Ultra Soft. Okay, so it's gonna look kind of like that. Cool, and then I'll just extend that over. Building is very intensified. It's very intense right now. I'm focusing so hard. I even took my jacket off. Come on. There we go. Haha. Yep, I'm gonna just go straight into that window. So I'm actually just gonna fill this up right now. If it's being covered up by a roof, it doesn't need to look good. So we just cover up everything with roofs. Then we just do one of those little stair stepper bits. Easy as pie. There's our little connection piece. And you know, now that I'm looking at it again, I do like that bottom part, but I almost want to fill this up with trapdoors too. How does that look? I kind of like it because it separates it from the build. If only you could have a bigger inventory. Honestly, I'm hoping that bundle thing really fixes it. I don't want it to look like this entire wall is made of the same thing. But okay. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll just do the same thing on the other side and call that connector good. Easy does it. And I do want to put some of these in the floor, just so that the window doesn't look funny. And then these here and there. And trapdoors, and we'll call it good. Man, did we just finish this castle right now? Shoot, we kind of did. Cover myself with a roof, honestly. That's pretty good, man. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. You can tell it doesn't have an interior in it, so we still got a couple of pieces to fill in. But I'm liking it. I think it looks decent. I'm gonna throw that staircase in there. I do... Let's see here. Get some spruce fence. I think what I'm gonna do is do the first floor of the interior. Kind of show you guys what I mean. And some of that. That way it doesn't look weird when I've got these openings over here. That's weird. Can I put glass over there? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the first floor of the interior. Probably that's it. But we shall see. Oh yeah, and lanterns, of course. Let me fill this in real quick. Very nice. We've got our nice big stone block right here. So I'm going to show you guys the easy way to do Japanese interiors right here. You ready? So first things first, Japanese houses have to have a mudroom because they all take their shoes off. And if you ever go to Japan, most of the time when the floor raises, that means... excuse my voice crack. Most of the time when the floor raises up a little bit, that means that you take your shoes off here. A Java type edition for Minecraft PlayStation. That would be nice. Use oak and birch for the floor. That way it gives a contrast to the color. Okay, so yeah. Here's my easy tip with the floor. So we use a little bit of wood on the floor because normally when you go to Japan, right on the inside, it'll raise a little bit if they want you to take your shoes off. And then let me get some of this right here. All right, now I'm gonna lay the floors out, and it's all gonna be like wood or something. I'm gonna just put some wood down, but don't worry because this wood isn't gonna stay. And I do agree, I do need a little bit of contrast, which is why we're gonna put down a slightly nicer floor. Alright, we'll worry about over there later. Let's just fill this in for right now. And obviously if you're building this in survival, you'd want to light underneath there, or maybe that could be the entrance to your mine or something is down beneath here, but for now we'll just work on this. Alright, are you guys ready for to see the extent of my genius? First I'm going to put down a little bit of lighting in here so you can actually see what's happening. Hang some lanterns from here for now. I'll make the inside look a little bit better later. And now it's time. Get some light gray, dark gray carpet. It's time for some tatami mats. Start in the corner. And we just checkerboard them. And with the dark gray as well. Not bad, not bad. This is the easy way to do the Japanese interiors. If you ever have to worry about it, just throw down some of these checkered carpets. Guarantee you. Fantastic. Easy build. And you can also add a little bit of wood accent like around the corners if you want to, because a lot of times they don't extend all the way to the corners. Yeah, it's a super easy way to just get the flooring out of the way, just one less thing to worry about. Because normally when you walk into a building, you don't want to be surrounded by, you know, 4 walls and a roof and a floor that are all the same material. Modern problems require ancient Japanese solutions. You can honestly do this in regular houses too, and it looks good. It looks good. It especially looks good if you've got a texture pack on. I'll show you guys in a minute. There you go. One less thing to worry about. Don't have to worry about floors. I'm gonna straighten that out. But yeah, now you walk inside and you've got a nice, lovely interior. Let me show you guys something real quick. I think this is the one that I use most of the time when I do Japanese buildings. But it makes it look so much better. But obviously, if you're playing on like a server or something like that, you can't have everyone use the resource pack. But yeah, look at how much nicer that looks. Very, very nice indeed. I actually wonder what the outside of this place looks like. Oh, it's got the black roofs. Yeah, I like this a lot. Well, except for the parts where it does that, but I'm pretty sure you can turn that off. So yeah, if you can use a texture pack, honestly, use one, because it looks so much nicer. Turn that back off. All right. Interior is pretty much done. Not really. We've still got a lot to do with the interior. But yeah, that's a good, easy way to just get the floors out of the way. Make it so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, the question is, where do you want the roof to be? And I'm thinking pretty much where it ends right here, because I'm only going to bother to do the first floor, honestly. That's all I'm going to really do. So I'm going to probably just put some rafters up. 2, 3. If I do that, 1, 2, 3. Put one right there. Easy. Go, and one more, just like that. Yep. And then probably do some in the corners and stuff. I don't want to make it super log heavy. Actually, I'm gonna put these over here. But logs do look really nice, so I do put them everywhere. Not gonna lie. The only problem with using these carpets is that you can't put trapdoors on these bottom levels. But you could also, instead of using carpets, just knock those out and put the actual wool blocks there themselves. If you're building in survival, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it would allow you to do that trapdoor trick that I showed you guys earlier. And then, yeah, that's how I had it. I think I'll extend this one out, though. Just for fun. And then put some staircases there. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So step 1 is to make the room look nicely shaped. Step 2 is to actually furnish it and do all that fun stuff. So I'm kind of torn on if I want to make this a separate room right here or not. Like make an actual mud room and then have it come out into the castle itself. I almost do, actually. I think that'd be cool. I'll put some of these up here in the corners. There we go. And then just some, oh, this one. And then I'm kind of thinking just some slabs. It's like some spruce slabs. See how that looks. And the spruce is nice here because it actually kind of matches with the shaved dark oak logs. Kind of the same color. Maybe get some stairs right there. Where are the spruce stairs? Please. There we go. Only add wool to the places where you need place paintings or trapdoors. Yeah, that works too. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah. So like if you want some trapdoors right here, you can put the wool right there and then put your actual trapdoors there. Downley Law, what would we do without you, man? There we go. Oop. We're just gonna ignore those lamps I put up there earlier. Put some new ones in here. Right, and one more right across here. And now it's really dark, so we put some lanterns up. I tend to do these kind of sporadically. I think they look better that way, rather than being in like lines or something. Did I accidentally make these in lines? I accidentally made these in lines. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Put one more right up here. So, that's a good way to make the interior like nicely shaped on the inside. You can actually furnish it pretty much however you want. And then when I go from place to place, I tend to just do something like that, you know? Just very easy. Yeah, and then just same thing, honestly, tatami mats. You can really put them everywhere. They're awesome. Whoops. Go. And then, yeah, I'll do something with the roof in a little bit. Probably just like put some rafters here. Yep, and then I'm gonna just do the same thing right here with the floor, honestly, just some tatami mats. Works perfectly well. Can you help? Help with what? If you want to like leave suggestions or anything like that of what I should do in the thing, feel free. The chat. Professional YouTuber. Ellie's back. Don't worry about your phone dying. My whole stream crashed just a second ago. Yeah, no, I don't like this. Because it's got this weird line, separation line down the middle. How does that look? Three. Did I screw up? I did. Yeah, I want to make it go one more this way. That way it's 2 and 2 at the edges. How does this look? Man, stop with the scary noises. I mean, it looks alright. It doesn't really go super well with this carpet, I don't think. It doesn't flow very well with this carpet, I don't think. I mean, it's decent. I might just leave the walkway wooden, honestly. Which means the stone floor that I put down here to be a temporary thing, I now have to replace. Alright, I'm gonna just use some spruce slabs. Just toss those on there. And that should be fine. Yeah, honestly, that works fine. I'm gonna fix the roof in here in a little bit. I'm gonna just knock this room out real quick. Scary noises? Yeah, they're everywhere here for some reason. I can sometimes be a little creative building. I just don't know what to do for the inside of it. Well, you've come to the right place because I'm showing you exactly how to do BS inside filling of your buildings right now. Step 1, tatami mats. Step 2, rafters and lanterns. And beams everywhere. Honestly, works wonders. And yeah, so I'm gonna just do something like that. And the corners, have the rafters come up and get rid of those. And see, it makes sense to have rafters right here because it's like it's connecting with the top story. So, makes sense and functional. Downley and Ellie, you guys just gotta do the fusion dance and turn into the best builder in the world. Okay, so I'm thinking right there, one right there, should be fine. We can afford to make this one a little bit taller because the room itself is smaller. Also, I did make this building specifically 1 block taller than the other one. At least for the first floor, I mean. So let's see. I got... Yeah. Let's go and throw some of these down. Get that flooring out the way. Yeah, this isn't meant to be like a super in-depth analysis or anything like that about how to do the greatest interiors in the world. This is honestly just something to fill up an empty space so that you don't look on the inside of the building and see emptiness. Yeah, the fusion dance from Dragon Ball. 1, 2, 3, here. And there we go. Throw some lanterns up. You just smack a roof on there real quick. Okay, this one's just gonna bother me. I'll put these ones in line. There we go. Honestly, want to meet Takey and Waffle in person. If you're ever in California, hit me up. We get some lunch or something. All right, and I'm thinking. I don't think I want to extend these ones out. Yeah, I think that will look good. Pretty much just like that. Oh man, I forgot to do these. And there is the BS interior that I made to fill up an empty space. Looks pretty decent, I think. I'm gonna just... Let me see how this looks from the outside real quick. I mean, it looks alright. It's nice now being able to look in and not just see emptiness, you know? Put some of these on here. That's what it was missing. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. Throw some lanterns on these before I forget. How far is California from Texas? About a 2 days drive. Or a 4-hour flight, about. Hello, crazy girl, 17. That's a lot of hearts in there. All right. I think it looks decent. I think I'd want to put some spruce logs here, though. Or some spruce planks here, though. Yeah, I like that. Get that peanut butter chocolate effect. All right. Oh, thank you, Ellie. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all a tale. A very sad one. Oh. There was a time when I wasn't good at building. I know. But found a bunch of stuff, a bunch of tricks to make me better. And I learned those tricks by practicing. I sat down one day and I was like, I'm gonna make a castle and it's gonna look good, and I'm gonna really try to make this look good. And I was like, all right, step one, I'm gonna just start planing it out. And I took a piece of paper and I drew it and I planed it out, and I was very happy with it. And then I started building it, and I did the same thing. I built it in Minecraft and I planed it out, and whatever I needed to move around, moved around. I filled it up. I had an interior. I did it floor by floor, and I was like, man, by the time I was done, I was like, man, this looks pretty good. I feel like I might be a good builder now. And then I did it again, and I did it again, and I did it with other things, and I was like, you know, I struggle a lot with organic things and flowing things. I'm gonna I don't know, make a giant tree or make a cave that looks nice or something like that. So, and I started working on that, you know. And at first they look like dog crap, and then I do it again and change some things up, you know, watch some tutorials. Eventually, after you've done it over and over again, you'll realize tricks on how to make things a little bit easier every time, and eventually you'll be a really good builder. Grease Weasel says, no, I have basketball, why? Have fun at basketball, Grease Weasel. You'll be here in spirit, and you can also just watch the stream later. It'll still be on the channel. But yeah, that's that. I'm going to put in the staircase. I'm going to do a little bit of work with this foundation, then we'll call it good. So I want a pretty fat staircase. Kind of like that. Problem with me is that when I picture it in my head, for some reason, I can't do it in the actual world. Yeah, so step one is planning it out, like always. Whether it's on paper or in actual Minecraft with blocks and structures, you know, it doesn't have to look good. Let me finish this up real quick and then I'll show you something. Because I've got replay mod going right now. I can't just cut it halfway. But it doesn't have to look good in the planning phase. That's the whole purpose of the planning phase, is to make sure that it looks decent when it gets translated into actual gameplay. And then, you know, mess around with it. You gotta picture it in the actual game with it filled in, and then you just got to start working on building it. And I mean, best way I can describe a building process is if you watch my castle video, you can see kind of me planning it, filling it up, putting the roofs on, that sort of thing. And I get that that mostly applies for like buildings. If you want to build something like a giant tree, it's obviously going to be a lot different, but you know, it's still the same. It's still a process of planning and planning it out, and then making it, filling it in, that sort of thing. Crazy Girl 17 says, "Can you see my comments?" Yes, I can see your comments, Crazy Girl 17, and the little please with all the hearts. Okay. I want to do something a little bit more special with this front one right here. The rest of it can be pretty basic, but I want to do something pretty special with this front one here. So I'm almost thinking I want to put some crenulations on it. Not like that. That's an ugly block. Some stone bricks. What else? Jeez, there we go. Can you see my comments? Cause no. And could totally do something that looks like that. I'm gonna do the bottom one up in a little bit, but how would this look? Do I want machiculations? Not machiculations, that's the wrong thing. Do I want crenulations on my Japanese castle? Let me look at my reference material. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a Japanese castle with machiculations. Nope, they just use fences. Sorry, inner castle me is screaming right now. But I do want to outline it in something different so it stands out a little bit. Thinking I could do something like this. And then, it's the ugliest block in Minecraft. You just commented. Crazy Girl, are you talking about commenting on the video or commenting on the stream or on a different video? I'm not sure where you're commenting. The ugliest block in Minecraft? Oh man, that's a tough one. I mean, it depends because every block is ugly in certain situations. I think it's just a matter of like, if I just place a block and look at it, which one's going to be the ugliest one. Dried kelp is kind of ugly, but I've seen people use it in good ways. You know, like if I just put this here and look at it, it looks ugly. But if I, you know, incorporate it into a structure some way, maybe like make a door out of it or something like that, it could look good. So it's a bit of a tough question. Well, what? Birchlog is commenting on the stream. It's not coming up. I'm seeing your comments. You talking about just chatting? Questionably. Cowprint block. Skip the tutorial. Are you a... Hold up. Are you another YouTuber? Your name's highlighted. Does that mean you're verified? And yes, I can see how you'd think Birch block is the ugliest block, but I have seen some people use it pretty well. That's a tough question. In the past, I probably would have said sponge or diamond block, but even those look quite a bit nicer now. I'd say the contender for ugliest single block is probably some kind of glazed terracotta, right? I mean, it has to be. Probably like orange glazed terracotta or brown. I would put my money on one of those two, because that's got to be the hardest one to make a building out of. At least in my opinion. I'm sure people have gone out there and made good-looking buildings with them. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe some stairs around the edge here. And then... See, I have trouble wanting to use something like smooth stone. I feel like I'd rather use like the chiseled stone, because I think that just looks better when it's actually in the building. If I can find it, jeez. There it is. Not the goddamn infested version. Jesus. Yeah, I want infested chiseled stone, please. Yep, and I just put some fences on there. Hi, Crisco. Dang, you've got 1 million subs? Holy crap, dude. Thanks for coming on the stream. I've got, what, like 250? Man, how'd you grow that YouTube account? Slide me some tips, man. Honestly, thinking something just like that would probably work fine. I don't like the idea of having a straight stone bottom, though. I'm not too sure about that. Crazy Girl says, look at my account. I mean, look at your account. I don't know how to. You have 2? Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking, honestly, how does this connect to the part right here? I'm gonna lower this by 1 and then make this bottom one just out of stone bricks, I mean. And then I'll throw in some cracked stone bricks and all that kind of stuff to make it look a little bit nicer. Just to make the front stand out a little bit more, because I don't want this to look the same as all the rest of them. Thinking Waffle should be verified 100%. Crazy Girl, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna watch your video in the middle of a live stream. I'll watch it once I'm done. I'm sure you make awesome videos. Okay. Thinking something like that, just so that it looks a little bit different from the rest of the super boring foundation. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Need to know if I'm good. I'll tell you what, I've got an Instagram account, Danka Wizard, just same as my YouTube name. If you want to send me whatever video you're talking about on there, just go ahead. And that goes for all of you guys. If you ever want to reach out to me outside of YouTube, my Instagram's a really good way to do it. Just Danka Wizard, same as my YouTube. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm for the most part done with this. I just want to do some light weathering on the foundation and then put some trees around it. Now, it would be awesome if they had pink trees, like the Sakura cherry blossoms. But unfortunately, they don't in Minecraft, so I'm thinking we're just going to ignore this part of the landscape right now and treat this as its own little place. And I'm going to throw some spruce trees up. Because dark oak trees are kind of ugly, to be fair. So we can just pretend that this is spruce that we're using right here. Like it's getting it from the landscape. Need some bone meal. Oh yeah, I gotta put the staircase in there, don't I? Whoops, my fault. Let's see, I'm gonna put some stone bricks and some stone. There we go. I don't like the way that looks. Okay, so I'm thinking a good way to do this would just be to do something kind of like that. Let's make that a solid block. And then just throw some stone behind it. That way it's at least got a little bit of depth. That's substantially better. $251, I know, and I love every single one of them. It's only one person talking to someone to notice them. Yeah, I mean, you can put most of your messages in just one thing. That way it doesn't blow up the whole chat and people who are also trying to talk don't have to try and talk over you. No, I like it. Prefer it this way. Oh, you subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. Something like that. Alright, that's pretty decent. So I'm not going to worry too much about the rest of the foundation. I'm going to just throw some trees in here real quick. And we will call it a day. Come on. There we go. Hopefully that looks good. Probably should have checked first. Yeah, those look alright. And here's the sneaky bit. If you plant a bunch of trees in front of this foundation here, in front of this straight stone foundation, you don't have to make it look super good because it's going to be mostly covered up. Nah, that one's too close. Some of that up there. I like using flowers. Gives the build a little bit of color. Alright. See, if I was really trying to make this look super good, I'd cover this up too. Right now, I can't be bothered. Yeah, growing trees are a super nice way to make your things look more set into the landscape. And from a strategic standpoint, right, a castle, it would make sense that they'd want the foundation to come up to about tree level, if not a little bit higher. That way they've got, you know, the strategic overlook of everything. So it not only looks nice, but it also makes sense. Have it come out a little bit more so it's not just a super flat wall. Okay, I think that looks pretty decent. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I'll just go and finish it up right now. But let's throw some shaders on and see how it looks. What would you do if someone would underestimate you too much? What would I do if someone would underestimate me too much? I'm not really too sure what that means, man, honestly. Like, you've underestimated me. And now, my trap card. Let's throw some TME on there. Hello, Raphael. Came at the right time, we just finished. And there it is in all of its glory. Let's turn the FOV down. And let's do night. See how it looks in the sunset. That's not bad, honestly. Japanese castle with RTX on. I don't have an RTX card in this thing, man. That would be nice. There we go. There it is at midnight. Set it back to noon now. But yeah, there you have it. There's a super easy, super nice Japanese castle. We'll go ahead and stop that recording now. Put it at a lovely little 3/4 view here. But yeah, so I am going to be uploading a video pretty soon, hopefully. While I've been doing this, I've been using replay mod. You can see at the bottom here. I've been using replay mods so that I can get a time lapse of this whole thing from like a top-down perspective or like a high-up perspective. I can time lapse the whole thing. It's gonna look real nice. Can have shaders on, all that good stuff. Hold up. Without ray tracing, it still looks beautiful. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even take like ray tracing or anything like that, just a regular shader pack, and it still looks loads better. I will surely like that video. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna make a whole video where I do commentary on like this is how you actually build it, and this is all that good stuff, pretty similar to how I did the other castle video. I just wanted to have something focusing more on Japanese architecture because I kind of breezed through it in that last video and I wasn't super happy with it. So that's kind of why I did all this. So don't forget, I do have a Instagram if any of you guys want to reach out to me. I know a lot of you already do, but if you want to reach out to me, it's Denko Wizard, just same thing as my YouTube channel. You can always feel free to hop on there, follow me, send me messages, all that good stuff. That's a good place to reach out to me if you need. And yeah, I'm going to be posting a lot more. Hopefully I'm going to do that. And I've still got not Katana Zero. That other one that I was playing. The Ninja Gaiden one. That I just blanked on the name of. Oh man, I'm so embarrassed. And I'm also going to finish up Celeste. So I've got a bunch of videos coming out soon. So thank you guys for hopping on the stream. Really appreciate it. Build something with more color next. Well, whatever you'd like me to build, I'm down to do it. If you want me to build a giant candy cane gingerbread house, I could probably do that too. But yeah, any suggestions that you guys have for other things that you want me to build, feel free, of course, leave them down in the comments or send me a message on Instagram. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, that's going to be it for the stream, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And if you want to reach out to me, go follow my Instagram, and you can always message me there. Thank you, and good night.